Okay, I'll read this very fast. We'll only take you 10 minutes to answer a few questions we prepared for you to answer about your driving or riding habits. And you can talk as much as you want. Sometimes we will not answer you, but just give you a smile or a hum. That doesn't mean you are right or wrong. That just means we understand you and we are following what you are talking. So there is no good answer by answering this. We just wanted to hear your true feelings and your experience. So we are going to record this and we are going to use it maybe for student education purpose, but not for commercial. So if you are okay being recorded, we can start.
I'm fine.
Okay. Can I have your name and age?
Anderson Mendes, I'm 44 years old.
Thank you. And you are originally come from Brazil. And you have been both riding your bike and driving here?
Yes.
Okay. And how long have you been on the road before you came to Australia?
I drove for about 4 years, or about 3 to 4 years before I came to Australia, yeah.
And how about riding?
Riding over 15 years since I was a kid.
15 years, yeah.
Yeah.
So in your country, people drive and ride on right hand or left hand side?
Yeah, opposite to what we do in Australia.
Yeah, I
So
think
we drive on
right
yeah.
hand, yes. Then how long have you been driving and riding here in Sydney?
For a long time now, close to 21 years.
Close to 21 years?
Yeah.
Oh, you've been here a really long time.
Yeah.
Cool. And could you describe, if you still remember, your first driving or riding experience in Sydney? Or maybe not the first time, but just those times in the beginning.
Yeah, I remember both. Riding was quite scary because as I brought my bike from overseas, I used to live quite far, and without doing proper research, I decided to ride all the way from Narrabeen, where I used to live, near Palm Beach, just before Palm Beach, to the city. And it was very dangerous and a very long ride. And I got a bit confused, but after I bought a car, a while after that, it was a bit challenging because even though the cars were automatic and I was used to manual and whatnot, then the focus on keep left because they knew, but I went through my test and I passed in the first go, especially because I was driving a manual car, so it was okay.
Okay, and you find that system helpful or not that much helpful?
I think it's helpful.
Okay.
The government, because especially back then was a lot of paper-based and very archaic computer systems, but now with technology, I think the system is much easier. You probably even have virtual driving inside with the game.
Yeah, since you mentioned, do you think that simulated driving environment in this case can help new drivers who just came over?
Most definitely.
Okay.
Because back then, like I said, I did simulating, I'm pretty sure. And it was like games, nothing like it would be today, but it was helpful to a degree. Yeah.
Great to know that. And one last question is, what do you think of sharing? You had some dangerous situation before while driving.
Yeah. In the early days of driving, definitely we did. After getting my first car in Australia, I remember coming to the city where when it was easy to park in the city, and I went to the movies. And when I finished the movie, I had to drive home. I was living in Bondi Beach, so I had to go up Bathurst Street, turn left on Elizabeth Street.
Yeah.
But Elizabeth Street, when you turn left from Bathurst, near Museum Station there, I meant to drive to my left, but instead I went to the right side of the road, and the incoming traffic, being a very busy street, was coming towards me. So it was a very lucky.